A news just coming in. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, in an address to the citizens of Russia amid the Ukraine-Russia crisis, has said, "Today I initiated a phone call with the Russian Federation President, which resulted in silence. Now this step could become the beginning of a major war." So that's the comment that's coming in from the Ukrainian president. What we are also learning at this point is that there is, of course, an emergency meeting that is taking place at the UN Security Council, where Russia has been called out as the aggressor by the US as well as the United Kingdom. I think we've got Major General Rajan Kochar on the phone line with us. Major General Kochar, good morning. Thank you for joining us. We have been talking about how this could now unfold, and it does emerge at this point that we could be on the brink of a major conflict.
You're right, the indications which we are getting now, because earlier the two foreign ministers were to meet, Blinken and the Russian foreign minister Sergei Lavrov, and their meeting has been called off. And now today's news is there that the Russian Federation president is not willing to get into a conversation with the Ukraine president. So these indications are that the diplomacy is not happening. The negotiations or the communication, which is very important. You see, what happens is whenever if you relate it to any war situation, when communication breaks down, then the next step is a war. And you see it in LSE also between India and China. The communication has been kept on, and that is why a war-like situation has so far not come about. So in this situation, if we try to analyze it, when the Russian Federation president is not willing to talk, and today in the newspapers, he's also made a statement that he's open to diplomacy but not compromise. So he's not going to back out, because talks are not going to result in anything. There has to be action on ground.
But Major General Kochar, you know, you make that point, but isn't diplomacy a lot about compromise as well?
You see, compromise not on the basic principles, on the basic assumption that Ukraine will not be used as a sounding base for the NATO and for establishment of the US military bases. So that kind of compromise is not possible. Compromise can take place in the form of de-escalation of forces.
Right.
You can reduce your force levels there. You can move back a bit. You can create a buffer zone. Things like this can emerge in the form of a compromise, but not on the basic
All right.
principles on which this